Okay, so guys, when it's about the ethics, basically, ethics goes beyond the things that are being mentioned in the question. Okay, what happens? You are following a particular coaching for particular books strategy. Okay, but that will fetch you a marks kind of above average at max. You have to do certain content enrichment side. Okay, from now onwards I will be providing certain kind of short notes from my side on the topics like ethics and some internal security wherever I feel that I can help you better. Okay, so in such scenario there is one very important document prepared by the government of India along with the UNDP. Okay, I will share the PDF format after this session only. I'm not sharing any document before the session. The reason for the same, I first let you know how to use the document. Okay, so the document is of almost 15-20 pages at max, not more than that. Okay, so the document's name is Civil Services Competency Dictionary. Okay, Civil Services Competency Dictionary. It is a project of Government of India UNDP. So whenever questions comes on the ethical point of view, soft skills point of view, I will just give you a brief what this document talks about. Okay, so whatever it is there, you can mention in your examples. As Subhanshi said, that what others think to mention. Other things are like this only. For example, whenever you are quoting any work of the government, okay, I will just request everyone to keep yourself muted. Okay. So this was the work of UNDP plus Government of India, and it was about the human resource management strengthening from the civil services side. So if you look at the word human resource management, why I take this session as a one-sided lecture kind of thing. Human resource management, you all must have heard it as a from the perspective of private perspectives or the private companies, MNCs. Okay, in the government we have personnel system, if you remember, but as the government is trying to be of corporative nature, okay, cooperative nature, having some business orientation as well. Okay, so when the government is into the business, it should earn. So in such scenario, what we are thinking, like human resource management के बारे में बात की है इस पूरे इसमें, ठीक है, human resource management and certain skills. So first thing, you must remember that another committee that you can quote in questions like this is Kiran Agrawal committee. Okay, it was in I guess 2013, and this document emphasized or re-emphasized whatever we said, that National Training Policy 2012. Okay, so this was the point where we said we need to move from rule based to role based, and here comes the role of Karmyogi, Mission Karmyogi. Okay, so when in the starting of your syllabus, you will find the certain terms. Those terms are moving like integrity, probity and all. उसकी बातें कर रहा हूँ मैं, जो starting के syllabus का जो part है, ठीक है? These terms are nothing but is emphasis on how a rule-based civil services are moving to the role-based. So if the question is coming on the character, public service, you have to quote these data. It's why this ethics paper has been improved to quote these data, because in GS economy you know what to quote, in particularly GS2 you know articles to quote, in GS1 you have indices to quote, but what about this particular paper? So these documents are to be quoted. Okay, so next point that I would like to focus over this, see, yeah, competency framework. Okay, just note it down. I will give this document as well. I want to see, I can share the PDF format, but it will be provided as a notes making. I want you to take this as a lecture, because once you are right, I will help you how to utilize this in answer writing as well. Okay, competency framework, when we talk about, it talks about 4 key components. First is ethos. Ethos means values. Now, are you able to follow value wala portion अपने उसमें सिलेबस में? Nowhere ethos is mentioned, but समझ में नहीं आता ना इसमें keywords क्या है ना. This framework directly mentions 4 sub part of ethos. First is people first, Second is strategic thinking. Third is organizational awareness. Fourth is commitment to the organization. Fifth is leading others. So if you look from the perspective, I will just give one-liner explanation. Same you can do in your answer books. So what it says, people first. When it says people first, this shows public service. You are not there to have credit. You are not there to do anything else, but it's about the public service. Second, strategic thinking. What is the strategic thinking? Strategic thinking is about resource optimization. Okay, optimal utilization of your resource. Then moving ahead, what others strategy? Foreseeability, fortitude, courage. ये सब strategic thinking के part हैं in actually. Having multiple perspectives over there. Then organizational awareness. When I say organizational awareness, you should use your thinkers. Remember Goldman, remember Bernard, that you must have studied in your different books. Emotional intelligence की बात कर रहे हो. If you have the emotional intelligence, you should have organizational awareness, which has, for example, question is on emotional intelligence, that emotionally intelligent people are the good leaders. Suppose ये statement है, comment करके question आ गया. So what you can mention over there only. See, commitment for the organization is there. At the same time, emotional awareness, intelligence is there. So emotional intelligence there, you will be able to understand people. You will be able to make your use of those people in a better way. Organizational awareness. So these things are interlinked. So people say कि ethics में sir एक point याद आता है दूसरा नहीं आता. अरे see ना, if it is about the people, it is about the organization as well. If it is about the rule, it is about the role as well. जो when we write dilemma, वहां पे तो आप कंफ्यूज होते हैं. If there is a dilemma, तो उसका counterpart भी तो होगा ना कुछ कुछ. Similarly, we have to make ethics integrated over here. Then when I say commitment to the organization, remember the Weber. Weber में हमारे क्या बोलता है? Anonymity, neutrality. Okay, ये दो चीजें बोली है मैंने बस, बाकी आप देख रहे हैं ना उसकी 7 वैल्यूज हैं बेसिकली. तो वो it is nothing but promoting commitment to the organization. I'm not just look at my words. Commitment, is it not a term which reflects ethics? Commitment, loyalty. So if you write a generalist answer, and your answer do not have these words, certainly you will be rewarded less in the ethics. Ethics is about ethical words. Okay, first vertical is over. Second vertical is about ethics. So in ethics, what it says subcomponents, it mentions 4 subcomponents only. Integrity, self-confidence, okay, attention to detail, taking accountability. So integrity, practice what are you preaching. ठीक है, थ्योरी एंड प्रैक्टिस के बीच में गैप नहीं होना चाहिए. This is what integrity. Self-confidence. See, you guys are at the leadership position after this examination. Once you are not in that mood ki that sir pata nahi hoga ki nahi hoga, main kar paunga. If the leader is in dilemma, your followers, your subordinates will be also in dilemma. So again, if you ask me what are the leadership values, this particular point, self-confidence क्या बोल रहा है? Taking initiative. Initiative वही बंदा लेगा जो ले सकता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल केस स्टडी आ जाती है कि आप इस सिचुएशन में क्या करोगे. एंड इफ यू आर जस्ट मेंशनिंग दिस पॉइंट, ओके, कोई सी भी सिचुएशन है एंड द क्वेश्चन इज दैट हाउ विल यू रिएक्ट टू दिस सिचुएशन. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, डिस्ट्रिक्ट मजिस्ट्रेट शुड शो self confidence or SP should show self confidence and take following initiatives. These kind of answer writing is missing. मतलब क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट डॉक्यूमेंट को यूज करके आपको कोई नहीं सिखा रहा ना कि क्या बोलना है क्या नहीं बोलना वहां पे, तो ये चीज आएगी. देन अटेंशन टू द डिटेल. व्हेन आई सेड अटेंशन टू द डिटेल, समटाइम्स होता है ना कि काफी सारी इंफॉर्मेशन केस स्टडी में दे दिया है, क्या किया. एज अ डिस्ट्रिक्ट मजिस्ट्रेट आई विल पुट all my attention to the details because the present scenario is of data driven governance. Detail means data. डिटेल होगा तो कुछ नंबर्स होगा, क्वालिटेटिव क्वांटिटेटिव दोनों टर्म्स में. Data driven governance, qualitative terms है तो good governance. Are you able to relate how ethics is more about ethical perspective rather than just writing certain generalist words? Fine. Then it's about the third vertical, equity. What equity talks? It talks about consultation and consensus building. Equity, when it is equity, it means you are treating equals amongst equals and you are giving other rights those who are left behind. ठीक है, पॉजिटिव डिस्क्रिमिनेशन जिसकी हम बात करते हैं. तो कंसल्टेशन एंड कंसेंसस, व्हेनेवर वी यूज दीज टर्म्स, okay, consultation and consensus building, whenever we use these terms, it in ethics shows, I'm just giving you how to bring out words, ethics from these words. यार मैं आप लोगों को कंसेंसस में रख के एक मेंटरशिप दे रहा हूँ, यू गाइस आर ट्रस्टिंग मी. अगर मैं कहूँ ये करना है, मैं बता भी नहीं रहा कि ऐसा सोचने के पीछे रीजन क्या है. नाउ आई एम टेलिंग यू द, तो अभी कुछ लग रहा हो ना, कुछ जो होराइजन है वो ब्रॉड हो रहा है आंसर राइटिंग के लिए. ठीक है, तो ट्रस्ट बिल्डिंग इज देयर. यू आर ट्रस्टिंग, you are letting people to trust on government. When the trust is there, active participation from the citizenry. ठीक है, then active participation के लिए क्या करवाना पड़ेगा? We have to do their capacity building. Okay, we have to do their capacity building as well, ताकि वो actively participate तो कर पाए. Now if you are giving any kind of capacity building to anyone, okay, you are doing capacity building of any particular person, you are actually helping him to increase self confidence, self regard, self awareness. See, I am using all ethical word from one, तो जनरलिस्ट आंसर नहीं आएगा ऐसे करने के बाद. देन डिसीजन मेकिंग, ओके, इक्विटी में डिसीजन मेकिंग, it means whenever there is equity in decision making, there is something for everyone, means every section has been included. When the every section has been included, again two keywords, acceptance of the decision will be there, legitimacy of the decision will be there, and if the people are accepting your rule, accepting your decision, it means again you are somewhere ethical. Got my point? Ethics is included over there as well. Okay, then empathy delegation. Empathy means going into some other shoes, वो equity से relate करके आप लोग कर सकते हैं. Compassion वगैरह वाला जो हमारा group of keywords है वो आ जाएगा. ठीक है, delegation. Now, when I say equity and delegation, why these are two are very important? Delegation is something you are trusting your subordinates and letting them do their work. So one था ethos में leading others, but ये vertical leading others को भी link करता है. One thing is I will lead all of you. One thing I will make leader in all of you. So this delegation helps your subordinates that you will guide them and you will make them another leader. एक अलग की टर्म दे रहा हूं, ये जो मैं बुक्स में मेंशन है तो मैं उनसे बनाया हुआ अपना नोट्स. ठीक है, तो पीडीएफ फॉर्मेट में आने में आपके पास टाइम लगेगा क्योंकि मेरे पास प्रिंटेड फॉर्मेट नहीं है, हैंड रिटन है अभी. ठीक है, तो आई विल प्रोवाइड इट टू ऑल ऑफ यू बिफोर द मेंस, डोंट यू वरी. ठीक है, तो जस्ट आई एम गिविंग यू सम नॉलेज व्हाट देयर. अब डेलीगेशन के टाइम पे क्या किया, हाउ यू आर ट्रस्टिंग देम, यू आर क्रिएटिंग न्यू सेट ऑफ लीडर्स. नाउ इफ आई हैव क्रिएटेड एन नंबर ऑफ लीडर्स, if I am absent from the leadership position and still the system is working in the same manner, okay, या मेरे intervention की बहुत कम जरूरत पड़ती है, the term is called agile leadership, AGILE. So if you look at the particularly this session, you just think I'm using only one topic of a government document. And if you look how far we have covered last 15 minutes, I will say we are into the mode that we were able to utilize almost 30% of syllabus. ठीक है, एथिक्स का सिलेबस देखिए आप, मैं हर टाइप से उसे कवर करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं. आई एम जस्ट यूजिंग only 1% of a government document. Okay, now moving to the last vertical, fourth vertical, efficiency. ठीक है, so this verticals that we are talking about, it is about the judging the competency of the civil servant. So a civil servant will not be just कि उसने profit कितना कराया. A civil servant will not be just कि क्या है. Civil servant will be judged on these things. ठीक है, efficiency में result orientation. Yes, there should be results. Second, conceptual thinking. Now third, initiative and drive. Initiative and drive, again let's link it to the taking initiative that I already brought it out. If you are taking initiative, it means you are doing a calculative risk, because every new initiative has a percent of risk as well. So calculated risk lena is a fine thing. So calculated risk is an ethical term, but taking risk is not an ethical term. ठीक है, you cannot utilize public money for the fun or for your experiments, but yes, calculated risk can be taken over there. Fine. Next, efficiency, how to enhance seeking information. Information, again, access to detail. Information है तभी access to detail है. फिर data driven governance, evidence based policy making. These all things means when we talk about the ethics in governance, we have another partner. So even that is linked. Since HRM, human resource management, कि अगर कोई बंदा, कोई civil servant is able to do informed decision, able to have the cognitive ability. Cognitive ability is another ethical term only. Okay, cognitive ability to comprehend the information. Okay, to comprehend the information, it can be utilized. Fine. Last, planning and coordination. Not last, अभी दो तीन और है. ठीक है, planning and coordination. So I don't think so it needs to be explained कि why efficiency increase होगा. Then innovative thinking. ठीक है, अब innovative thinking, two parts are there. Okay, I have read in one of the books only. First, to do things out of the box. Second, to do things from the perspective, just let them come out of the box. Means कोई चीज ये बॉक्स है, इसके बाहर करनी है हमें. कई बार हमें कुछ एक्स्ट्रा नहीं करना, उस बॉक्स से बाहर निकाल के भी हम कर देंगे ना, that is fine. For example, ऑफिस पे कोई टाइम पे नहीं आता, केस स्टडी पे मेंशन हो गया. You as a boss start coming on time or 15 minutes early, बाकी अपने आप आ जाएंगे. So nothing innovative is there, but you just brought the thing out of the box from inside the box. अब innovative क्या हो सकता है? कोई टाइम पे नहीं आता, it's fine. Whether they are giving their 8 hours, you will keep check on it. Whether they are completing their work, yes, but certain kind of discipline should be there. Okay, whether you can come up with the hybrid kind of things, work from home. Whether you can schedule a team meeting at 9 p.m. mandatory for everyone, innovative. And in that team meeting, you will just say good things about them. तो सुबह सुबह अच्छी चीजें सुनना सबको अच्छा लगता है. ठीक है. So there is an SSP in the Muzaffarnagar. He used to do same. Right now he has been transferred. So to make that his staff come early, 45 minutes. At 45 he used to come and 10 बजे office होता था. So in that 15 minutes he used to tell good things about the people or what good has been happening in other districts. Okay, this way. Now you can quote this example as well. ये particular SSP मुजफ्फरनगर 2019 ये काम करते थे. That's it. Then efficiency, communication skills. अब people से communication skills, how it can enhance the efficiency? Certainly it will. The way knowledge travels, or the way information travels, it gets distorted. जो कहानी वो सबको पता है कि उसने आम खाया था, फिर आम से वो लास्ट में जाते जाते लीची बन जाएगा, ठीक है, इंफॉर्मेशन डिस्टॉर्शन इज देयर। ओके, देन अगेन कम्स Goldman, self awareness and self control. I'm telling you guys, read Goldman deeply. उसके जो 4 चीजें हैं वो more than enough है काफी क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करने के लिए। Okay, so with this I will end this part of. Okay, so last part is team working. So this civil services competence dictionary deals with the same. So you know that one document makes way for other. Now I will be giving you certain examples how your daily newspapers can be utilized, or the news that you read on daily basis can be utilized. For example, suppose there is some issue about some MNC or the company doing bad practices. Could you please quote the same in your corporate governance examples? If it is not, then your content is not enriched. Okay, then there are certain lines you will find in your newspapers. You should note it down. For example, I found this 3 days back in one of the articles. Your attitude towards unequal will decide your humanity. Of unequals here, I am covering animals as well, because they are not equal to humans. How you behave with an animal, it will decide your humanity. Okay. Now you must know that midday meal is there. Midday meal is an ethical example or positive example from the government side, but whether they are being provided the diet that has been mandated, or the quality of the diet, whether it is there. Okay, then we have encounters. Okay, we find that people are doing encounters and all. Okay, means policemen. Can we say that their means is incorrect, but their end is correct to certain measure or certain extents? Okay, so you can have this perspective as well, if you can justify. And same you can say, quoting Mahabharata, Lord Krishna has done so many wrongdoings in this way only. Okay, I'm not justifying the killings, but don't say whenever encounter is there, whether it is correct or not. Quote Mahabharata, and believe me, wherever Lord and the other things come, examiner is like, okay, fine, ये तो सही है, वहां पे कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं करेगा, ठीक है? With this, I say, do mention if you are having knowledge of Vivekananda ji, APJ Abdul Kalam ji, quotations from the Gita, quotations from the other people. Reason for the same, these things will fetch you marks. So कल से अगर चैनल पे कुछ अगर आ जाता है आप लोगों के पास कि हाँ ये quotation आई है, तो it means a particular question can be there, can be utilized. So from tomorrow onwards, means session के बाद से इससे मैं एक चीज पक्का ensure करूंगा कि if any question I find and I can sense कि ये keywords हो सकते हैं इस question में या ये quotation बोली जा सकती है, तो I will post the question and I will post the particular quotation. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन कोटेशन मैं आंसर नहीं दूंगा, लेकिन हाँ कि ये यूटिलाइज हो सकता है, ठीक है? प्रोटेस्ट चल रहे हैं, रेस्लर प्रोटेस्ट, ethics can be related. Now I will just give you certain words you must have read in your newspapers. Public tranquility. Can these protests be allowed to disturb public peace and create law and order problems? No. Then public property safety, awareness about the protest. वहां पे जो है उसे पता भी हो रहा है कि protest क्यों हो रहा है, and if it not, then the protest, they should not participate in the protest. Okay, then whenever any regulatory body, for example इंश्योरेंस वाली हो गई, अपनी बैंकिंग से रिलेटेड आरबीआई हो गया, मतलब whichsoever it is imposing any kind of fine, it is also an ethical step. Distributive justice, are you guys aware of the same? Socio-economic justice. Okay, distributive justice. So your answer should have these keywords. अगर फाइन लगाया तो इसका मतलब वो नहीं है कि सिर्फ वो इकोनॉमिक्स का एक न्यूज है, उसमें GS4 पर्सपेक्टिव है ना। नेक्स्ट आई एम गोइंग इनटू दोज एरियाज where a news has been there. So one word is there, fatalism. Fatalism is leaving everything to fate. So it can also be a perspective. Now how it is related to ethics, there was one statement I found in the test series: no decision is also a decision. Comment. Now what kind of ethics it is, उसे रिलेट कर सकते हैं, पॉलिसी पैरालिसिस वाले ऑप्शंस आ सकते हैं इसमें हमारे, ठीक है। तो दिस then fine. So yeah, this was the 20-30 minutes that I said that I will be taking how to utilize. Okay, now I will ask you guys to come up with the any one question. So I will just suggest how I use to decode these questions. Okay, just give me any one question, whosoever remembers one. I don't want to come up with my question. Okay.
Sir, I want to add something in this thing.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I want to add that like you have went with means and end, no? So end is good. Like आपने बोला कि हर जगह दिया हुआ है, एंड का एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, अलग अलग स्कूल्स हैं, पर what in India there is, we follow the philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi. We have our father of the nation. He always believed in the purity of means and the purity of ends. So the both things are very important. अगर आप अपने क्वेश्चन को उस पर्सपेक्टिव से लिखोगे, मतलब जो प्योरिटी ऑफ मीन्स वाला पर्सपेक्टिव है, इवन दो द किलिंग्स आर ओके, मतलब मैं सर ऐड कर रहा हूँ बस चीज को, इवन द किलिंग्स आर ओके, बट वी ऑलवेज एज अ नेशन बिलीव्ड इन नॉन वायलेंस. सो आप किसी भी क्वेश्चन को आंसर करो, आपका आंसर वो हो सकता है कि भाई एंड जो है वो जस्टिफाई करते हैं मीन्स को, दैट इज ओके, टोटली ओके, इट्स अप टू यू, पर इसके रिपरकशंस बहुत हैं, है ना. तो हमेशा मतलब गांधी गांधी इसलिए एक एथिक्स एक बहुत बड़ा सब्जेक्ट है. अब किसी एक को आपको आइडियल बनाना पड़ेगा. आप जॉन लॉक को भी बना सकते हो, आप हॉब्स को भी बना सकते हो, आप दुनिया में किसी भी आदमी को, विवेकानंद को भी बना सकते हैं अपन, स्वामी विवेकानंद जैसी, मतलब जो अपने मतलब किन्हीं को भी बना सकते हैं. पर हम गांधी जी को क्यों बनाते हैं? क्योंकि वो अकेले आदमी थे जिनमें सच बोलने का साहस था. उन्होंने अपने एक्सपेरिमेंट विद ट्रुथ में अपने बारे में सब कुछ लिखा है, जो उन्होंने गलत किया, जो उन्होंने सही किया, और किसी में हिम्मत होती नहीं है. दैट्स व्हाई ही इज नोन एज द फादर ऑफ आवर नेशन, है ना. तो उसके अगर आप कोई भी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर रहे हो तो उस पर्सपेक्टिव को ध्यान में रखे चलो. एक बार क्या हुआ, 2019 की बात है, हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे थे, एक केस स्टडी थी एथिक्स के अंदर, एंड उसके अंदर ये था कि अगर एक लड़की, आप सपोज करो कि एक कॉलेज है या स्कूल है, वहां पे एक जो नाबालिग लड़की है, मतलब ना 18 ईयर्स से नीचे है, और लड़का भी नाबालिग है, अगर उस लड़की के साथ छेड़छाड़ हुई है, ठीक है, तो आप क्या पुलिस में कंप्लेंट करोगे? तो बहुत सारे बच्चों का ये आंसर था कि क्योंकि स्कूल की रेपुटेशन खराब हो सकती है, इसलिए उनको वहीं पे सुलह करनी चाहिए. बट लॉ डजंट परमिट दैट. यू हैव टू कीप इन माइंड ऑल द थिंग्स कि लॉ कैसा काम करेगा, एथिक्स कैसे काम करेगी, अपन किसको आइडियल मान के चलते हैं, है ना. इससे क्या होगा कि आपका एक आइडियलिस्टिक पर्सपेक्टिव बनेगा. जैसे सर ने बोला कि आपको आपको एग्जाम्पल्स मिलेंगे, पर आपको थ्योरी भी लिखनी पड़ेगी थोड़ी सी. टेलीलॉजिकल पर्सपेक्टिव हो गया, डिओंटोलॉजिकल पर्सपेक्टिव हो गया, है ना, फिर अप्लाइड एथिक्स हो गया. तो ये अगर आप कीवर्ड्स लाओगे इसके अंदर तो आपको आइडिया लगेगा कि लिखना कैसे है. और मैं जो आइडियलिस्टिक, हर एक आदमी का लिखने का एक तरीका होता है. मेरे जो आंसर्स आते हैं पूरे, वो डिओंटोलॉजिकल पर्सपेक्टिव से आते हैं. मैं मीन्स को हमेशा प्योर रखूंगा, तो एंड्स अपने आप प्योर हो जाएंगे, है ना. तो आप एक अपना वो बनाओ कि मैं इस रास्ते पे चलूंगा, वरना अगर आपकी इनकंसिस्टेंसी दिखाई दी क्वेश्चन के अंदर या आंसर्स के अंदर, आप एक क्वेश्चन के अंदर कुछ और लिख रहे हो, दूसरे क्वेश्चन के कुछ अंदर कुछ और लिख रहे हो, तो एक इनकंसिस्टेंसी शो करता है आपकी कि आप यहाँ पे इसका साथ दे रहे हो, वहां पे उसका साथ दे रहे हो। एक पर्सपेक्टिव बनाओ कि मैं इस तरीके से मेरे आइडियल्स ये बोलते हैं कि मैं, मेरे लिए ये चीज प्योर होनी चाहिए, देन आई विल गो विद दैट। हाँ, और एग्जाम्पल्स उस हिसाब से चूज करो जो आपको सही लगते हैं। अगर आप सपोज कि आपको स्वामी विवेकानंद पसंद नहीं है, अगर आप उनके एग्जाम्पल्स कोट करोगे तो वो कोहेरेंस नहीं बनाएंगे, समझ रहे हो? अगर आपको महात्मा गांधी पसंद नहीं है और आप उनके एग्जाम्पल्स कोट करोगे, वो कोहेरेंस नहीं बनाएंगे। क्योंकि आप, एथिक्स क्या है, एथिक्स पढ़ने का गेम है नहीं ज्यादा, एथिक्स ना अप्लाई करने का, क्योंकि आजकल क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं, 4-4 5-5 लाइन के क्वेश्चंस हैं। अगर आप अप्लाई करोगे एथिक्स को ना, वहां पे क्वेश्चन आप अटक जाओगे वहीं के वहीं। आपको बहुत प्रैक्टिकल अप्रोच रखनी है वहां पे, अपना एक पर्सपेक्टिव बनाओ। एथिक्स में सबका पर्सपेक्टिव होता है, जो भी पढ़ाएंगे, जैसे भी रहेगा पर्सपेक्टिव से रहेगा। वो पर्सपेक्टिव गलत है सही है, ये बहुत बड़ा एरिया है, ग्रे एरिया है बीच में, है ना, सही गलत कुछ नहीं होता। तो ये आपको बनाना पड़ेगा। दैट व्हाट आई वांटेड टू सर, इनको है ना, मतलब अगर ये एक पर्सपेक्टिव बना के चलेंगे, मेरे हिसाब से कोहेरेंस आएगी पूरे पेपर में।
आशीष,
ऐसा
लाइक
मतलब,
मेरा पर्पस ये था कि अभी जो ये लोग है ना, मतलब शायद इनमें से काफी लोग फर्स्ट टाइम लिख रहे हैं, सेकंड टाइम, तो मेरा पर्पस थॉट टिंकरिंग का था। क्योंकि ये चीज जो हम बोल रहे हैं ना, ये जब हम कॉपी इवेल्युएट करेंगे या कुछ है, तब ज्यादा बेटर समझा पाएंगे। तो मेरा पर्पस अभी ये नहीं था कि इन लोगों को कि मतलब ये आंसर कैसे लिखना है, इसीलिए दैट्स व्हाई जस्ट आज की क्वेश्चन दो,
ओके
इसका
ओके
यूज
सर,
कैसे करना है
ओके
मैं
सर,
बताऊं। लेकिन सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ द सेशन हैज बीन ऑलरेडी एड्रेस्ड, तो मैं उसको पहले कंक्लूड कर देता हूं कि whenever there is a question na, like as Ashish said, ठीक है, you should be having a perspective. Okay, what I said, how to develop the perspectives. Okay, it might be a case कि आपको कोई perspective ही नहीं है, उस केस में perspective कैसे develop किया जा सकता है, how to theories, how to words can be included over there. Okay, so whenever a question is taken, now I'm coming to the answering of a ethics question basically, ठीक है. So I will be including almost whatever Ashish has said in same in the structure of this next 5-7 minutes lecture. Okay, first your introduction. Ethics, either if the statement is the quotation, try to type write about the significance, not type, okay, about the same. If you have certain kind of data, or you can give the background कि वो statement क्यों दी गई थी, ठीक है. कई बार क्यों दी गई थी is ज्यादा important than the relevance. Okay, वो चीज हो गई introduction. When it comes to the body part ना, body part I gave you the perspectives. Okay, but this perspectives should be supported by the theories. Okay, as Ashish is using word teleology, deontology, you have studied all this, you might be having a number of thinkers at your disposal. Okay, some perspectives over the any Mahatma Gandhi ji, means whosoever it is. Okay, then that support should be explained by the example. ठीक है. Now two types of questions are answer writing styles are there, and both have been getting marks. First, analytical type, where you use paragraph. But whosoever is using paragraph style of writing, I will say please ensure that you write crisp, because a loss that what I have saw in some copies is that they write only 4 points, whereas a person who is in the pointer format is writing 7 points, 9 points, 8 points sometimes. Okay, this, when it comes to the conclusion, you all know that futuristic way ahead, and we will discuss in some session, we will discuss introduction and conclusion, how to make intro and conclusion better. Okay, but before conclusion, now I will just modify whatever Ashish has said. And Ashish mentioned body should be having a kind of, what to say, consistency. I say just before the conclusion, use flip side as well. Flip side should be only 1 or 2 points if you have mentioned above 6-7 points. If you have mentioned 4 points, only 1 point. Flip side means only 1, 2, 3 liner paragraph only. In flip side, you will give the other perspective. For example, now I'm making it clear by using I and Ashish, both the statements. First thing, that in the first part, what we have done, consistency. Suppose you have followed majorly Ashish's perspective, Mahatma Gandhi wala. So when I gave the Shri Krishna wala example, I did not want you to remove yourself from the idealism. ठीक है, बिकॉज एथिक्स के पेपर में जो जो हम जीवन में नहीं कर सकते ना, कभी हमेशा सच बोलो, हमेशा सही, सब सही करो, ऑलवेज बी राइट, यस, उन सब पे मार्क्स मिल रहा है, दैट इज ट्रू. सो व्हेन आशीष पॉइंटेड आउट दैट महात्मा गांधी जी मींस, तो आई लिटरली एक्सेप्ट मार्क्स लाने की अप्रोच है. ठीक है, व्हाई आई से फ्लिप साइड, फ्लिप साइड में एक लाइन लिख रहा है ना, हाउएवर sometimes this also, मतलब श्री कृष्णा जी वाला एग्जांपल दे दिया. ठीक है, कंक्लूजन में अगेन यू हैव टू गो विद योर मेजॉरिटी ऑफ योर आंसर, मींस जो आपने सब सही लिखा है. फ्लिप साइड देन कंक्लूजन, दैट्स व्हाट आई से अ गुड आंसर ऑफ एथिक्स शुड लुक लाइक. सो आई वाज गेटिंग द क्वेरीज टिल यस्टरडे कि सर करना क्या है, क्या करना है. Now, when I will look at your copies, I will be just unfolding these points. Fine. So that's what I wanted to give through session, but Ashish covered most of the second part of my session in a very beautiful manner. So thanks a lot, Ashish. Time bcha liya hai. Okay. So from my side, I'm done, because I said that I will keep this session small only. Ashish, anything else you would like to add? Because from my side, I am almost done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One more thing I want to add is that ethics is a very scoring subject. Okay. UPSC has defined a syllabus. Okay. What you need to do is you need to understand each and every keyword of the syllabus, prepare an introduction and a conclusion. Please do that, because अगर आप इंट्रोडक्शन और कंक्लूजन प्रिपेयर कर लेंगे तो आपका आधा काम खत्म हो जाएगा, आपको एग्जाम में सोचना नहीं पड़ेगा. एक पर्सपेक्टिव बनाओ, इंट्रोडक्शन कंक्लूजन ऐड करो, बीच का मैटर क्वेश्चन के ऊपर छोड़ दो, बहुत इजी हो जाएगी लाइफ. अभी समय है, अभी 3 महीने का समय है अपने पास, आराम से कर सकते हो. और नहीं है तो हेल्प करने वाले लोग हैं. मतलब लो, अभी मेरे को सर अभी ये भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा कि बच्चे अभी स्टार्ट भी नहीं कर रहे हैं, मेरे को तो हद लग रही.
एक मिनट, अभी मेरे को रिकॉर्डिंग रोकने दो यहाँ पे, क्योंकि फिर ये YouTube पे आउट ऑफ कंटेक्स्ट हो जाएगा पहले. ओके, डन विद द फॉर्मेलिटी.